Alright, so what's up everybody on YouTube? This is Bullet RC, and today we're going to be taking a little bit more of a serious route with the video today. And honestly, this is something that I wasn't going to talk about, but as I've been reading and as I've been looking, I feel like I should say something, especially with what I have. I have this platform to speak to a lot of people at one time, so I thought, you know what, maybe I should get on the camera. Maybe I should make my opinion known of what I'm thinking about. And another reason that was keeping me from doing this is because the internet is wide and vast, and people that don't really need a voice have a voice, and I'm pretty sure there are going to be some type of negative comments on this video. And I usually don't talk about, like, you know, politics and stuff like that. The last time I ever talked about any type of like news or anything like that, I feel like was back when Frank Ocean came out, and I kind of talked about that whole situation, how people were like hating on his music and blase. But today we're not talking about Frank Ocean. We're talking about something that is a little bit more serious. I'm going to try to do this in one take, so if I stutter or mess up or anything like that, I'm probably just going to leave it in. We've had these tragedies happen in the last few days, and there's one reason I haven't made a video is because I've been really contemplating making this video. Okay, so maybe there'll be one cut in this one. We've had the tragedy of Alton and Philando Castile, both shot by police, both basically murdered, both died at the scene. And my big thing about this is that, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter, and I respect that, and I think that is true. And for someone to say that whites and blacks are treated the same in America would be a complete, utter lie. Let's just be honest here. You know, I live a pretty good life for myself, and my dad has even given me the talk where he sat me down. He said, you know, it's not the birds and the bees talk. This is real life. This is, hey, if you're ever stopped, you know, make sure your hands are visible. Keep your hands on the steering wheel. I've gotten the whole nine from my dad. And you guys know how I am, or maybe you don't, you're new, but you know that I am, and I would guess I would call myself an upstanding citizen for the sake of this video. But the main thing here, and my main problem with everything that's gone on, is that I honestly don't know a solution to this. And I feel like as a young African American male, I've almost gotten numb to the fact, and I think that's really bad. I've gotten numb to the fact that people of the same color as I am are being murdered and gunned down with really, you know, with their causes, or whatever the cops may say, or whatever this person may say. But we have this video, and that's what I really want to speak on. I'm speaking on these people who still live with this mindset, this racist mindset, which just blows me away. It blows my mind. And I'm young, and I'm saying there may be some 45-year-old man that comes on here and just like, you know, in this and that, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, whatever the case may be. But it's really astonishing to me how people still have this old mindset. It's 2016, and we still have people that believe in racism and believe in these different things in this year. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're so far past that. And getting back to one of my points from before, when I was talking about the internet and maybe the people that don't really need a voice having a voice, is that I've just seen so much negativity around these things, around these situations where people try to defend these cops. And honestly, to me, there's video evidence of like there's pure raw video on the internet of what happened. I mean, Castile's wife or fiance, I believe, Facebook live streamed her husband or fiance dying in a car after he's been shot in his arm 4 times. She can't even help him out because the cop has a gun in her face, basically saying don't move. Her fiance is dying right beside her. She's on Facebook live stream, and we can see this. This is on the internet. As soon as it hits the internet, it flies all over the place. We have Alton being gunned down while he's pinned down on the ground. Then after he's shot, the officer telling him to get down after he's already been shot like 3 times, I believe the witness said, and then being shot again. And we still have people defending the cops. We have people denying the video evidence and the video facts. You can see it. If you could not see it, I could see how these people might try to still bend the truth, still get behind the cops in the situation. I'm not saying that all cops are bad cops, because they aren't. I have my girlfriend, part of her family, I have some cops in the family, and they're great people. I love them. They're awesome, you know what I'm saying? But there are also bad cops, the Rambo cops, the renegade cops, and I just don't want this to seem like I'm ragging on all cops, on all law enforcement, because there is definitely a place for law enforcement in the world, of course. But my main thing, and I keep repeating myself, and I'm sorry, is that there are people trying to defend these cops when there is video evidence, and I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, and there's just these toxic people just talking as if, I don't know, there's no respect, there's no filter, there's no remorse, it's just crazy what some people say on the internet. You know what I'm saying? They're just so blind and just no thought. They're not remorseful at all. They have no compassion for people, and it's just the way that people talk to other people on the internet, the way people interact with other people on the internet, because it's a person on the internet talking. They can say whatever they want, and that just leads into more of people that don't need a voice having a voice sometimes. And I know I've been talking kind of long, but it's just it's really, none of these things have ever really brought a tear to my eye. None of these things have really made me, or some of these situations, well, some of them have, but not to this extent, made me just sit back and really appreciate what I have, really look at what I do, really just take it day by day and really understand that, you know, every day is not promised. And this one really put me, I would say, over the edge to where I had to say something. And I feel like if I didn't say something, I'm pretty sure you heard, I just watched Casey Neistat video on this, and I feel like if I'm not gonna say anything, you know, the more people that don't say anything, the more people that don't step up, you know what I'm saying, that's just more part of the problem. So why not talk about it? Why should I be scared to talk about something I feel when I think it's right? When you have the video evidence, when people can literally see it themselves. There is no hiding from the video camera. There are people, there is social media all over the place. So for you to tell me, for you to comment on something and say this didn't happen when we can clearly see it, or bring up someone's past history because, oh, they're a felon, so I mean, just because they got shot down on the ground, that's okay, you know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have had a gun or this or that. It wasn't pulled on him. And in the case of Mr. Castile, he actually had a gun. He announced it to the officer and he was still shot. So what do you want to tell me now? What do I need to do? Do I need to put my hands up? Do I need to do a backflip? What do I have to do? Because he stated to the officer that he had a gun and he was still shot. So where does that leave me? You know what I'm saying? Where does that leave me if I get stopped by a police officer? I have my hands on a wheel. I go to reach for my wallet or something. I don't have a gun on me. You know what I'm saying? Where does that leave me personally? And just one more time, I'm sorry to repeat this, but it's still astounding to me. It is 2016, people. Please wake up. Learn to just love each other. What is the hate for? What is the racism for? Why do you hate people just because of their skin? Like, I don't get that. I honestly don't get that. And stop trying to deny the video evidence. Stop trying to defend these cops. Stop trying to defend these people when we can clearly see the whole internet. Everyone can see what happened. There's no need to deny it, and there's no need to try to justify what has happened. What has happened was wrong. What has happened was 2 people were murdered. 2 people were killed. We have also other things going on in the world, like the Baghdad bombings. People are killed all over the place. Of course, that doesn't really hit home for me as much. It was horrible, but it doesn't hit home for me as much as what has happened to Alton Sterling and Philando Castile. And guys, that's all I want to say. Feel free to leave your opinions down below. And another reason, like I said, I didn't want to do this video is because I know that things like this, politics, can bring a lot of negative, nasty feedback, comments, anything on the internet to me. But I feel like I have to weather that. I have to deal with that because I have this platform. I can talk about this. I can give this out to a lot of people and state my opinions. And honestly, there were 2 men murdered on camera, and there are still people out there in America trying to defend the cops when we can clearly see what happened. And that's really it, guys. I really don't know what else I can say. This video has gone on way too long, and I mean, it's crazy. It's just really crazy. There are literally people out here trying to defend these cops. We have video evidence. You can see it all. I don't know. I don't know what to say, guys, but that's it. Much love to everyone and anyone in the world on this one. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. I have some new videos coming soon, and I apologize for a shortage of videos. Like I said, I just been, you know, kind of thinking if I want to make this or not, and I have. So yeah, that's it. My prayers go out to all the families. I'm out of here. Peace.